All right, folks. Train roll on down the line here in the book of Jasher into chapter 40. Here we have the Canaanites are seeking peace. That's absolutely true. And the occult kingdoms can't whoop you. They try for a peace agreement. And you got to watch your back with them. And that's all through the book of Maccabees. You see it over and over and over there. Okay, so this is nothing new when it comes to people that can't win to try to make a peace agreement. So here we go. In chapter 40, it says, "And the sons of Jacob led away all the spoil of Gaash, and went out of the city by night. They were going out marching toward the castle of Beth Corin, and in the inhabitants of Beth Corin were going to the castle to meet them. And on that night the sons of Jacob fought with the inhabitants of Beth Corin in the castle of Beth Corin. And all the inhabitants of Beth Corin were mighty men. One of them would not flee from before 1,000 men. And they fought on that night upon the castle, and their shouts were heard on that night from afar. And the earth quaked at their shouting, and all the sons of Jacob were afraid of those men, as they were not accustomed to fight in the dark. And they were greatly confounded. And the sons of Jacob cried unto the Lord, saying, Give help to us, O Lord. Deliver us, that we may not die by the hands of these uncircumcised men." 5. And the Lord hearkened to the voice of the sons of Jacob, and the Lord caused great terror and confusion to seize the people of Beth Corin, and they fought amongst themselves, the one with the other in the darkness of night, and smote each other in great numbers. Okay, and that's going to happen at the Battle of Armageddon also, folks. It's the exact thing. It's not just done one time throughout our history, and it is in prophecy. And as the armies all come together to try to destroy Christ, the Lord's going to have them turn on each other in this very manner. In 6, and the sons of Jacob, knowing that the Lord had brought a spirit of perverseness among those men, and that they fought each man with his neighbor, went forth from among the bands of the people of Beth Corin, and went as far as the descent of the castle of Beth Corin, and farther. And they tarried there securely with their young men on that night. And 7, and the people of Beth Corin fought the whole night, one man with his brother, and the other with his neighbor. And they cried out in every direction and upon the castle, and their cry was heard at a distance, and the whole earth shook at their voice, for they were powerful above all the people of the earth. Okay, so you can see where these people here have Nephilim blood in them, here in Beth Corin. No doubt about that. In 8, it says, and all the inhabitants of the cities of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Amorites, the Hivites, and all the kings of Canaan, and also those who were on the other side of the Jordan, heard the noise of the shouting on that night. Okay. So this is quite a ruckus, and like I said, if you named all these peoples here, they all had intermingled with the fallen angels. So with great warriors like this in Beth Corin, to have all the other tribes here that are definitely guilty when it comes to having the intermingled blood, Beth Corin definitely had it. 9, and they said, surely these are the battles of the Hebrews who are against the 7 cities who came unto them, who came nigh unto them, and who can stand against those Hebrews? So their reputation, folks, for these battles is going worldwide here. Just is. And there is no isolationism in the history of the world. There just isn't. That's a fantasy. 10, it says, and all the inhabitants of the cities of the Canaanites and all those who were on the other side of the Jordan were greatly afraid of the sons of Jacob, for they said, behold, the same will be done to us as was done to those cities, for who can stand against their mighty strength? Question mark. And the cries of the Corinites were very great on that night, and continued to increase, and they smote each other till morning, and numbers of them were killed. 12, in the morning appeared, and all the sons of Jacob rose up at daybreak, and went up to the castle, and they smote those who remained of the Corinites in a terrible manner, and they were all killed in the castle. 13, and the 6th day appeared, and all the inhabitants of Canaan saw at a distance all the people of Beth Corin lying dead in the castle of Beth Corin, and strewed about as the carcasses of lambs and goats. And the sons of Jacob led all the spoil which they had captured from Gaash, and went to Beth Corin, and they found the city full of people like the sand of the sea. And they fought with them, and the sons of Jacob smote them there till evening time. 15, and the sons of Jacob did unto Beth Corin as they had done to Gaash and Tapnach, and as they had done to Kezar, to Sartan, and to Shiloh. And the sons of Jacob took with them the spoil of Beth Corin, and all the spoil of the cities. On that day they went home to Shechem. 17, and the sons of Jacob came home to the city of Shechem, and they remained without the city, and they then rested there from the war, and tarried there all night. 18, and all their servants, together with all the spoil that they had taken from the cities, they left without the city, and they did not enter the city, for they said, peradventure there may be yet more fighting against us, and they may come to besiege us in Shechem. 19, and Jacob and his sons and their servants remained on that night, and the next day in the portion of the field which Jacob had purchased from Hamor for 5 shekels, and all that they had captured was with them. 20, and all the booty which the sons of Jacob had captured was in the portion of the field, immense as the sand upon the seashore. 21, and the inhabitants of the land observed them from afar. And all the inhabitants of the land were afraid of the sons of Jacob, who had done this thing. For no king from the days of old had ever done the like. 22. And the 7 kings of the Canaanites resolved to make peace with the sons of Jacob, for they were greatly afraid of their lives on account of the sons of Jacob. 23. And on that day, being the 7th day, Jephthah, king of Hebron, sent secretly to the king of Ai, and to the king of Gibeon, and to the king of Shalem, and the king of Adullam, and to the king of Lachish, and the king of Chazar, and to all the Canaanitish kings who were under their subjection, saying, Go up with me, and come to me, that we may go to the sons of Jacob, and I will make peace with them, and form a treaty with them, lest all your lands be destroyed by the swords of the sons of Jacob, as they did to Shechem and the cities around it, as you have heard and seen. 25. And when you come to me, do not come with many men, but let every king bring his 3 head captains, and every captain bring 3 of his officers. And come all of you to Hebron, and we will go together to the sons of Jacob, and supplicate them that they shall form a treaty of peace with us. 27. And all those kings did as the king of Hebron had sent to them, for they were all under his counsel and command. And all the kings of Canaan assembled to go to the sons of Jacob to make peace with them. And the sons of Jacob returned and went to the portion of the field that was in Shechem, for they did not put confidence in the kings of the land. 28. And the sons of Jacob returned and remained in the portion of the field 10 days, and no one came to make war with them. 29. And when the sons of Jacob saw that there was no appearance of war, they all assembled and went to the city of Shechem. And the sons of Jacob remained in Shechem. 30. And at the expiration of 40 days, all the kings of the Amorites assembled from all their places and came to Hebron to Jephthah, king of Hebron. In 31, we have Jacob's going to make a peace agreement. 31, and the number of kings that came to Hebron to make peace with the sons of Jacob was 21 kings, and the number of captains that came with them was 69, and their men were 189, and all these kings and their men rested by Mount Hebron. 32. And the king of Hebron went out with his 3 captains and 9 men, and these kings resolved to go to the sons of Jacob to make peace. And they said to the king of Hebron, Go thou before us with thy men, and speak for us unto the sons of Jacob, and we will come after thee and confirm thy words. And the king of Hebron did so. And the sons of Jacob heard all the kings of Canaan had gathered together and rested in Hebron. And the sons of Jacob sent 4 of their servants as spies, saying, Go and spy these kings, and search and examine their men, whether they are few or many. And if they are but a few in number, number them all and come back. 35. And the servants of Jacob went secretly to these kings, and did as the sons of Jacob had commanded them. And on that day they came back to the sons of Jacob, and said unto them, We came unto those kings, and they are but few in number, and we numbered them all. Behold, they were 288, kings and men. 36. And the sons of Jacob said, They are but few in number, therefore we will not all go out to them. And in the morning the sons of Jacob rose up, and chose 62 of their men, and 10 of the sons of Jacob went with them. And they girt on their weapons of war, for they said, They are coming to make war with us. For they knew not that they were coming to make peace with them. 37. And the sons of Jacob went with their servants to the gate of Shechem, to ward those kings, and their father Jacob was with them. And when they had come forth, behold, the king of Hebron, and his 3 captains, and 9 men with him, were coming along the road against the sons of Jacob. And the sons of Jacob lifted up their eyes, and saw at a distance Japhiah, king of Hebron, and his captains coming toward them. And the sons of Jacob took their stand at the place of the gate of Shechem, and did not proceed. 39. And the king of Hebron continued to advance, he and his captains, until he came nigh to the sons of Jacob. And he and his captains bowed down to them to the ground. And the king of Hebron sat with his captains before Jacob and his sons. 40. And the sons of Jacob said unto him, What has befallen thee, O king of Hebron? Why hast thou come to us this day? ? What dost thou require from us? ? And the king of Hebron said unto Jacob, I beseech thee, my lord, all the kings of the Canaanites have this day come to make peace with you. And the sons of Jacob heard the words of the king of Hebron, and they would not consent to his proposals. For the sons of Jacob had no faith in him, for they imagined that the king of Hebron had spoken deceitfully to them. 42. And the king of Hebron knew from the words of the sons of Jacob that they did not believe his words. And the king of Hebron approached nearer to Jacob, and said unto him, I beseech thee, my lord, to be assured that all these kings have come to you on peaceable terms. For they have not come with all their men, neither did they bring their weapons of war with them. For they have come to seek peace from my lord and his sons. Period. And the sons of Jacob answered the king of Hebron, saying, Send thou to all these kings, and if thou speakest truth unto us, let them each come singly before us. And if they come unto us unarmed, we shall then know that they seek peace from us. Period. And Japhiah, king of Hebron, sent one of his men to the kings, and they all came before the sons of Jacob. and bowed down to them to the ground. And these kings sat before Jacob and his sons, and they spoke unto them, saying, We have heard all that you did unto the kings of the Amorites with your sword and exceedingly mighty arm, so that no man could stand up before you. And we are afraid of you for the sake of our lives, lest it should befall us as it did to them. 46. So we have come unto you to form a treaty of peace between us. And now, therefore, contract with us a covenant of peace and truth, that you will not meddle with us, insomuch as we have not meddled with you. And the sons of Jacob knew that they had really come to seek peace from them. And the sons of Jacob listened to them and formed a covenant with them. 48. Here we get the Amorites to pay tribute. And the sons of Jacob swore unto them that they would not meddle with them. And all the kings of the Canaanites swore also to them. And the sons of Jacob made them tributary from that day forward. 49. And after this all the captains of these kings came with their men before Jacob, with presents in their hands for Jacob and his sons. And they bowed down to him to the ground. And these kings then urged the sons of Jacob, and begged of them to return all the spoil they had captured from the 7 cities of the Amorites. And the sons of Jacob did so. And they returned all that they had captured, the women, the little ones, the cattle, and all the spoil which they had taken. And they sent them off, and they went away each to his city. 51. And all these kings again bowed down to the sons of Jacob. And they sent or bought them many gifts in those days. 51. And all these kings again bowed down to the sons of Jacob, and they sent or brought them many gifts in those days. And the sons of Jacob sent off these kings and their men, and they went peaceably away from them to their cities. And the sons of Jacob also returned to their home to Shechem. 52. And there was peace from that day forward between the sons of Jacob and the kings of the Canaanites, until the children of Israel came to inherit the land of Canaan. Okay. Now we're going to shift gears in 41, because we're going to get to Joseph's dream. And we remember this prophetic dream that he had, and how it angered all the rest of the sons. They were just jealous. But yet there's an overview that this was done for God's purposes here. So let's see how this harmonizes with the Old Testament there. 41, Joseph's dream in verse 1. And at the revolution of the year, the sons of Jacob journeyed from Shechem, and they came to Hebron to their father Isaac, and they dwelt there. But their flocks and herds they fed daily in Shechem, for there was there in those days good and fat pasture. And Jacob and his sons and all their household dwelt in the valley of Hebron. Into Leah died. And it was in those days, in that year, being the 106th year of the life of Jacob, in the 10th year of Jacob's coming from Padan Aram, that Leah, the wife of Jacob, died. She was 51 years old when she died in Hebron. And Jacob and his sons buried her in the cave of the field of Machpelah, which is in Hebron, which Abraham had bought from the children of Heth for the possession of a burial place. And the sons of Jacob dwelt with their father in the valley of Hebron, and all the inhabitants of the land knew their strength, and their fame went throughout the land. And Joseph, the son of Jacob, and his brother Benjamin, the sons of Rachel, the wife of Jacob, were yet young in those days, and did not go out with their brethren during their battles in all the cities of the Amorites. 6. And when Joseph saw the strength of his brethren and their greatness, he praised them and extolled them, but he ranked himself greater than them, and extolled himself above them. And Jacob his father also loved him more than any of his sons, for he was the son of his old age, and through his love toward him he made him a coat of many colors. Okay, so see how this is harmonizing there with the Old Testament. 7. And when Joseph saw that his father loved him more than his brethren, he continued to exalt himself above his brethren. And he brought unto his father evil reports concerning them. 8. And the sons of Jacob, seeing the whole of Joseph's conduct toward them, and that their father loved him more than any of them, they hated him and could not speak peaceably to him all the days. And here we go with Joseph's enslavement. 9. And Joseph was 17 years old, and he was still magnifying himself above his brethren, and thought of raising himself above them. At that time he dreamed a dream, and he came to his brothers and told them his dream. And he said unto them, I dreamed a dream. Behold, we were all binding sheaves in the field, and my sheaf rose and placed itself upon the ground, and your sheaves surrounded it and bowed down to it. Oh man. 11. And his brethren answered him and said unto him, What meaneth this dream that thou didst dream? ? Dost thou imagine in thy heart to reign over or rule over us? ? And he still came and told the thing to his father Jacob. And Jacob kissed Joseph when he heard those words from his mouth. And Jacob blessed Joseph. And when the sons of Jacob saw that their father had blessed Joseph and kissed him, and that he loved him exceedingly, they became jealous of him and hated him the more. And after this, Joseph dreamed another dream, and related the dream to his father in the presence of his brethren. And Joseph said unto his father and brethren, Behold, I have again dreamed a dream. And behold, the sun and the moon and the 11 stars bowed down to me. How about that for prophecy? And you know what that means. Notice the 11 stars. 15. And his father heard the words of Joseph and his dream, and seeing that his brethren hated Joseph on account of this matter, Jacob therefore rebuked Joseph before his brethren on account of this thing, saying, What meaneth this dream which thou hast dreamed, and this magnifying thyself before thy brethren, who are older than thou art? Question mark. Dost thou imagine in thy heart that I and thy mother and thy 11 brethren will come and bow down to thee, that thou speakest these things? Question mark. Dost thou imagine in thy heart that I and thy mother and thy 11 brethren, see, there's 11 stars, will come and bow down to thee, that thou speakest these things? Question mark. And his brethren were jealous of him on account of his words and dreams, and they continued to hate him. And Jacob reserved the dreams in his heart, so he did not forget. Pappy didn't. And the sons of Jacob went one day to feed their father's flock in Shechem, for they were still herdsmen in those days. And whilst the sons of Jacob were that day feeding in Shechem, they delayed, and the time of gathering in the cattle was past, and they had not arrived. 19. And Jacob saw that his sons were delayed in Shechem, and Jacob said within himself, Peradventure, the people of Shechem have risen up to fight against them. Therefore they have delayed coming this day. Okay, and 20, and Jacob called Joseph his son and commanded him, saying, Behold, thy brethren are feeding in Shechem this day, and behold, they have not yet come back. Go now, therefore, and see where they are, and bring word back concerning the welfare of thy brethren and the welfare of the flock. 21. And Jacob sent his son Joseph to the valley of Hebron, and Joseph came for his brothers to Shechem, and could not find them. And Joseph went about the field which was near Shechem, to see where his brothers had turned. And he missed his road in the wilderness, and knew not which way he should go. 22. And an angel of the Lord found him wandering in the road toward the field. And Joseph said unto the angel of the Lord, I seek my brethren. Hast thou not heard where they are feeding? Question mark. And the angel of the Lord said unto Joseph, I saw thy brethren feeding here, and I heard them say they would go to feed in Dothan. Period. Okay, see how this is ordained of the Lord here, folks, all of it. And that's confirmed there in the Old Testament. 23. And Joseph hearkened to the voice of the angel of the Lord, and he went to his brethren in Dothan, and he found them in Dothan feeding the flock. And Joseph advanced to his brethren, and before he had come nigh unto them, they had resolved to slay him. 25. And Simeon said to his brethren, Behold, the man of dreams is coming unto us this day. And now therefore come, and let us kill him, and cast him in one of the pits that are in the wilderness. And when his father shall seek him from us, we will say, An evil beast has devoured him. So here we go with conspiracy for murder. 26. And Reuben heard the words of his brethren concerning Joseph, and he said unto them, You should not do this thing, for how can we look up to our father Jacob? Cast him into this pit to die there, but stretched not forth a hand upon him to spill his blood. And Reuben said this in order to deliver him from their hand to bring him back to his father. Okay, so this is one good deed here by Reuben, and he has the intention of saving Joseph with this. 27, and when Joseph came to his brethren, he sat before them, and they rose upon him, and seized him, and smote him to the earth, and stripped the coat of many colors which he had on. 28, and they took him, and cast him into a pit. And in the pit there was no water, but serpents and scorpions. And Joseph was afraid of the serpents and scorpions that were in the pit. And Joseph cried out with a loud voice. And the Lord hid the serpents and scorpions in the sides of the pit, and they did no harm unto Joseph. 29, and Joseph called out from the pit to his brethren, and said unto them, What have I done unto you? And in what have I sinned? ? Why do you not fear the Lord concerning me? ? Am I not of your bones and flesh? And is not Jacob your father, my father? ? Why do you do this thing unto me this day? And how will you be able to look up to our father Jacob? 30, and he continued to cry out and call unto his brethren from the pit. And he said, O Judah, Simon, and Levi, my brethren, lift me up from the place of darkness in which you have placed me, and come this day to have compassion on me, ye children of the Lord, and the sons of Jacob my father. And if I have sinned unto you, are ye not the sons of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? If they saw an orphan, they had compassion over him. Or if one that was hungry, they gave him bread to eat. Or one that was thirsty, they gave him water to drink. Or one that was naked, they covered him with garments. ! And how then will you withhold your pity from your brother? For I am of your flesh and bones. And if I have sinned unto you, surely you will do this on account of my father! And Joseph spoke these words from the pit, and his brethren could not listen to him, nor incline their ears to the words of Joseph. And Joseph was crying and weeping in the pit. Period. 33, and Joseph said, Oh, that my father knew this day the act which my brothers have done unto me, and the words which they have this day spoken unto me. 34, and all his brethren heard his cries and weeping in the pit. And his brethren went and removed themselves from the pit, so that they might not hear the cries of Joseph and his weeping in the pit. Period. Okay? So we'll get this up to you, folks. And when we get back to 42, Joseph's going to be sold into slavery. Okay? So we'll go ahead and get this up here. And one thing to keep in mind, they are going to repent of this deed. Okay? It's pretty ghastly at this point. But they got a lesson in life to learn here. And the Lord's going to teach them. All right, we'll get it up to you. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.